Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about certain things that are there in terms of converting an array to an array list, and what are the differences and how do we handle certain things. Okay, so let's say we have an array and let's take a string array this time, and let's name it str, and let's put in a couple of names. Let me copy this. Okay, so our array is ready. And now in the previous section I have told you, if you want to convert any array to array list, all you have to do is convert this like this. Okay, so for example, list string ls1. So this is how you convert your string array to array list, okay, as list. Okay, now the thing is, this is possible with string, but in case of integer it is not possible. Okay, so just imagine if you have an int array, and let's name it as array, and let's give some numbers. Okay, so this is our array, and let's try applying this. Now this time it will be an integer, and here we'll put ARR. Okay, it will throw an error. Why will it throw an error? Because it is expecting us to put int array here. Now even if we put as int array, let's see what happens. Okay, ls2. Yeah, so you are not getting the right value, whereas if you would have printed your string array, you would get the right value. So let's see. Yeah, so the thing is, the problem here is string is a class, whereas int is a primitive type, right? Int is primitive, so you can't convert any primitive value into a collection. Okay, so that is the main problem over here. So how do we handle this? Okay, so in order to handle this, there is another way. Let me show you that. Let's remove this for now. So we have arrays dot stream. Okay, in that stream we have to mention which okay, so this is how you can convert an integer array to a list. Okay, now if it would have been integer, let's put it like this, and let's put array2, and let's copy paste this only. Okay, so if this was the case, then we could have directly converted. Let's put array2. Okay, so if that was the case, we could have directly converted. Now let's print this out. Okay, and as you can see, everything is printed correctly. Now why do we need to do this manipulation? Let's remove this for now, because I'll paste it somewhere down, and let's take this out. Okay, because obviously we will have the primitive array always, and if we have to manipulate using this, for example, you might have a program wherein they give you an array like this, and they ask you to find the second highest element in this, right? So how are you gonna do it? So maybe you might have to write for loops and do different things, but if you convert it into a list, it will become more easier. I'll show you why. But before that, it's very important for us to convert array to array list in order to solve programming languages. So this is something that you must know. Okay, so now we got ls2. Now there are other stream methods which can be used. For example, stream, let's do sorted. So stream is another topic altogether, but this is how we can shorten the program and do it quickly. So for example, after sorted, okay, so I'm giving the name as sorted list. Now what happens is, let's print and see whether it is getting sorted or no. Okay, so let me comment this for now. Okay, so yeah, it is sorted now, right? You can see the difference, how it was earlier and now it is in sorted order. So since it is sorted now, you can print the second largest element. How would you do that? You will just do dot get. In order to retrieve any value, you need to use the get method. and just put sorted list dot size minus 2. Okay, because the largest element would be in the last size minus 1 position, and the second largest would be in size minus 2. Okay, so 7 is the second largest, so 8 is the largest, 7 is the second largest one. Now similarly, if you wanted just to find the second smallest element, again what you would do is get of 1, right? Because 0 would be the smallest element, second smallest element would be 1. Now say suppose there are duplicates in this. Say for example there are 1 more 1, 3 duplicate values. So in that case, all you need to do is with sorted, you can also say distinct. Okay, and if you print this, the second smallest value should be 2. So now it has to be 2. Okay, let's say if we have multiple 2s as well, still it should give us distinct value, and then sort it and then find the second value. So this is how you can manipulate. So this is a very important way of converting primitive integer arrays to list. Okay, so for string it is very straightforward, you can then manipulate and you can directly sort it and do things, but for primitive integer arrays this is the way of doing it. And then also whatever I have shown here is very important. It will save a lot of lines of code in terms of using for loops and all those things, so you can avoid that by using stream. So we'll talk in stream in detail, but in a very different section, but you need to know all these things, especially from an interview readiness perspective. Yeah, that's pretty much for this section. See you in the next one. Thank you.